put here. Oh my goodness. I'm live both on here, TikTok and YouTube. This is super exciting. Happy Thursday. Okay, so we're gonna jump right into it. We're gonna jump right into it because we are talking about how to, as women over 50, we are talking today about, and if there's time and we'll do it over again, we'll talk about the other topics I spoke about this week. But right now, we talking about isolation and what's next. So when I appeared on Bachelor in Paradise, something unexpected happened. Okay. Y'all know I was on Bachelor in Paradise. I was on Golden Bachelor. I was also on um Celebrity Family Feud last year, episode 10, episode 8, I believe. Episode 8, season 10 on in Celebrity Family Feud. So I've been on a few shows in the last couple of years, and I know you're. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. And tap the screen, y'all. Tap the screen. So women started reaching out saying, "You did what I'm too scared to do. How did you get on the show? I don't know if I would have been able to do all of that." This is what people are saying to me. I'm so happy you were on there. I love your energy. You was a great support, right? So turns out we're asking the same question. What's next for me? But we're asking it in isolation. And I got to tell you, there's a number of my friends that does always say, they're like, oh, well, I don't know. And it's just in casual conversation, right? I don't know what's next for me. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do next. It's kind of like a pass by conversation. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do next now that I'm this age, or now I'm getting closer to retirement, right? And complete the survey. Thank you, God favor. So this is a serious question, and it's not something to do in secret and in private, like you're the only one going through this, because you're not. And that's why I'm speaking about it. So I'm conducting focused research to understand how women over 50 can stop feeling stuck about their future and start designing it intentionally. Okay? Design it intentionally. Tap the screen if you can relate to this. If you picking up what I'm putting down, if you've had this experience, tap the screen, y'all. This research will reveal the patterns that keep us stuck and the framework that sets us free. Okay? The framework that sets us free, y'all. Thank you for the glitter badge. Let me see. Your participation matters and your voice matters. Your contribution matters, because as we age and we get up in age as women, society tends to minimize us and make us feel like we don't count, because they remove us from media, entertainment, right? Advertising. I live in New York City, and when I walk to 42nd Street, I do not see myself represented in all those ads that when I walk through 42nd Street. You know, they got more animals up there than they do women over 50, or cartoons or something like that. Meanwhile, if y'all don't know, we have a $15 trillion spending power, and y'all don't know it, and they make sure you don't know it so that you don't stand in your power. What's happening, Leslie? How you doing? I saw you completed the survey, girl. Be like Leslie, y'all. Go in there and complete the survey, and like God's favor. The survey, the link is in my bio. The link is in my bio, yes. Okay, so let me continue on here. This research will reveal the patterns that keep us stuck and the frameworks that set us free. So I'm going to be building the frameworks to set us free, right? Based on your responses. Your participation matters. It counts. I'm trying to tell you. I'm conducting this research for exactly 14 days. We down to 9 days, y'all, and I still have 25 um responses. That means I need 75 responses. Y'all got to share it with your friends. Tell everybody at work about it. The women over 50. Come on, y'all, in the church, in your community, in your apartment building, wherever you go hang out. Okay. If you hang out, you might be like me and you're not a hanger outer. This is your chance to shape something specifically for women like us. There's a lot of us out here. What's happening? Thank you for the glitter badge. This is who said hello? Violet Blast. How you doing? Complete the survey, y'all. So we only got 9 days and I need 75 responses. And I know we can get 75 people to respond. Like I got y'all to respond, 25 people. So if y'all get people to respond, everybody who took this survey, get somebody to respond, we'll have our people. Studies show that women over 50 face unprecedented isolation. But here's what the research doesn't capture: we're not just lonely, we're essentially stuck. We don't know what comes next when the roles we've played for decades start changing. Mom, wife, single again, your career, you know, you lose your passion into something. It happened to me. When people ask what I was doing after I did the reality TV show, I realized I had been so focused on surviving single parenthood that I stopped dreaming about what was to come next for me. I had no framework for designing my future. I'm telling y'all something. This is very personal and I feel very vulnerable sharing this right now. I had no framework for designing my future, only for managing my present. Do y'all know what I mean? Can you relate to that? Type relate. Tap the screen if you can relate to just you on a hamster wheel and you doing this one thing and you can't even see what's next for you because you so busy just in that thing. Come on, y'all. The transformation is moving from I don't know what's next to here's what I'm building next. Using proven frameworks from reactive confusion to strategic clarity about your future. Okay? That's how we got to roll. We got to roll like that. Because you know what? The people that's depending on us, the people that's relying on us, it don't matter to them whether we get ourselves together or not, because we're just there to serve them on what they want us to serve them on. So it don't really matter. I'm dropping stuff left and right here. It don't really matter whether we get ourselves together or not, because as long as we're here to fill the needs of all the people who keep taking advantage of us, taking advantage of our finances, our time, our energy, being energy vampires, happy that we don't know what's next. That's a valid point. Yeah. They don't care. They don't want you doing getting yourself together. Let me tell you, somebody said to me, not somebody said to me, but I was literally walking down the street and I heard this lady say, she said, I didn't intend on helping my daughter raise these children, but this is what I'm doing. And I was thinking, but you don't got to do that. Your daughter went out there and had them children. You didn't have them. And she ain't got to be in your house. I've always felt like I was a placeholder, but you don't have to, Leslie. You don't have to be a placeholder. Hell to the no. You got a whole lot to give. You just need to, and you know what? You are not stuck. You just haven't asked yourself the right questions. Okay? You're not stuck. Stop asking yourself what's next for me and start asking yourself, who am I becoming? Like I said yesterday, ask yourself, what is it that I choose to do? What have I always wanted to do? And don't be afraid to try different things. This is like you're trying things, cleaning out as we speak. Okay. 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 Yeah. Cause that's my goal in the next few months is to be in a place where I am no longer um where I am getting rid of all this stuff I've accumulated over the last 6 decades. All this stuff sitting in here for what? Clothes with tags on them. No, I'm sorry. No. If you gotta get rid of children's stuff and all that stuff you holding on to, let it go. Okay. Now remember the survey questions that I told you about. Let me see if I can find survey questions right quick. Survey questions. It's 5 quick questions. First of all, we're going to ask you who's answering the question, who's answering, a male or a female, because sometimes the man is doing the question for somebody, right? So I'm asking, he might male or female, who's answering the survey, right? Help. And then I'm asking, what age group are you in? Because believe it or not, people under 50 are answering some of these survey questions, and people under 40, some of them. Yeah, child. What's your biggest struggle right now as a woman over 50? All right. 2, what area of your life feels most overwhelming and unclear? Health and body challenges, relationship, family dynamics, career purpose transition, financial concerns, identity and self-worth. 3, what kind of support would make the biggest difference in your life? Community with women facing similar challenges, expert guidance on specific topics, accountability and motivation, practical tools and resources. And so this is important because this is how we'll build either a library where you could go in and we can have libraries of information. We set you up with an accountability partner. I can bring in experts to talk about this. We have the community where we come together and we do a monthly group coaching call and address things, right? And another time of the month, we'll have an expert come in. We have it'll be virtually. We can eventually do live, like a retreat or something like that. What stops you from investing in yourself or seeking help? Put that down and be specific. Again, the link is in the bio. If you could wave a magic wand and fix one thing about your current situation, what would it be? That's 5. This bonus question is, what's one thing you wish someone had told you about life after 50? So it's real quick, answer it. I would love for y'all to give some where you fill in, and it can be long. Fill in and fill it out. The more information you give me in some of those areas, the more it gives me, context for what to do. All right, let me go back here. Oh, I went to the wrong page. All right. All right. So I want you to be clear. You're not stuck. You're just not clear. And that's why I'm saying to book a clarity call. The same link in the bio. You could book a clarity call with me. It's free. Private message me if you want the call, but you could go right to the link and book the call. Okay. Book a call if you want to get clear, if you want to unpack some things, if you want to understand something more. You'd be surprised. Just talking things out gets you so much clarity here. So y'all start making calls with me, even if you filled out the survey. Book a clarity call with me so we can take a deeper dive. Okay. So like I said, we're um we're all sitting we're all sitting on decades of wisdom, but feeling paralyzed about our future. It's not necessary. Book the call. We're at 25 responses, and the patterns are striking. Brilliant women feeling directionless. I need 32, I need 75 more voices to complete the research properly. This research works. This research only works if it includes your voices. Complete the survey and help us understand how to design the future that excites us. Send this to every woman you know who's asked, what's next for me? I mean, sometimes they don't say it out loud. I got to tell you, they really don't. But if you can ask them, are you thinking about what's next for you? Then they say, yeah, then you know to send them the survey, right? We're researching this together. Tag 3 women who need to be a part of this research. Research results will reveal the exact framework for moving from stuck to strategic about your future. Type stuck if you're unclear about what comes next. Share future if you're ready to design your future instead of being in a drift, and book your call with me. Your next chapter doesn't have to be a mystery. It doesn't. Let's research how to design it together. Okay? Now, let me read on here some comments that may have come up. So, yesterday I read through all the live scripts that I had on here. And if you feel like you want me to read through the live scripts again, then say yes. If you want me to read through the live scripts again from yesterday, if not, then I'll get ready to hop off here. I want to thank each and every one of y'all who came on here and gave me glitter badges and hearted me up. Is this looking like I only got 28 hearts? No, 1.2 hearts. So, I want you all, if you have questions, type them in here. If you have something to say, type it in here so I can read it. All right? You matter. And don't walk around here like you don't, because you do. It's important that you get that your opinion matters, that you matter, you contribute to this society, you have knowledge, wisdom, and expertise to take this community, your world, your family to the next level. And don't let people make you feel like you're discounted and unimportant because you reached a certain age. I had one of my colleagues tell me she's 67, and she's saying that her daughters were asking her, "Can you drive? Are you okay to drive?" And there ain't nothing wrong with her. She has all her faculties. Are you okay to drive? Do you need us to drive you anywhere? I mean, I had somebody tell me their 95-year-old aunt or something was driving a car. No, I have my client that's 91. She gave up driving in her, I think in her mid 80s because she felt like she didn't want to make a mistake and injure anybody. No, she does not have sight issues. She actually got some glaucoma or something done out of her eyes, but she reads just fine. She lives alone. She has at 91, her faculties are really good. She just recently got some hearing aids. But she's highly functional. No, she didn't get LASIK. She got like cataract or something removed off her eye. Um, but she gets around and she travels and she has a plate in her left leg. She has a plate in her left shoulder. She's had both knees replaced and she had a hip replaced. And the doctor tells her she got a tumor in her head. Know what she said? She said, I ain't worried about it because what can I do about it? That's what she said. I'm not going to let it stop me. And so she is my age and excellence mentor because I look at her and how she do things and she getting around, honey. She busy and I ain't got no excuses not to be busy. Okay. So at 91, she tell me she didn't expect to live this long. Okay. So we got a lot to learn from the people around us that's living a long time. They live and they're living a full life. And you know what they do? They get up off their butt. They're not sitting around watching TV all day and being all pitiful and sorrowful. They are busy. My client Thelma 91, she has reinvented herself several times. She retired from the library before she was 60. She became a storyteller. She started a non-for-profit called African Folk Heritage. She started swimming at 50. So she swims. She got a wall full of awards, medals that she gets. So she swims. She travels the world. She's part of the biblical storytelling, whatever. I helped her put together a workshop a couple of weeks ago where she just went to the biblical storytelling conference where she and another colleague did a workshop on a Bible story that was related to the conference. Yeah, she travels. She travels all the time. She was in, where was she? She went to I can't keep up. She went somewhere. She's traveled like to 2 or 3 different states this summer or this year, and she went somewhere in South America last year. So she gets around. She's really busy. She stays busy. I have to make sure that when I book her for training sessions, because I'm her trainer, when I book her for sessions, I book out for the month because she will slip something in during that time. And if I don't book my time out. So she's really busy. And you too can be very busy. You don't have to be the person that sits home and do nothing just because you're this age, because that's what they don't, you don't have a representation of a vibrant, energized woman. And let me say this part too. I know sometimes I see people get online and say, they got the washboard abs and they like, I'm 62 and I look like this. You don't have to look like that to be active. I'm 62. I don't have washboard abs. I have a little belly. I used to have washboard abs, but I don't have them anymore. So, I have a belly and I'm not ripped up. I'm not ripped up and but I stay active and I stay busy. So that's what you get to do. Don't let what someone else is doing deter you from what you want to do or need to do for yourself. And don't compare yourself to anybody else. You are your own unique individual with your own style, grace, flavor, flair, however you come. So Don't worry about all of that stuff. You don't need that. Okay? You don't need to do what somebody else is doing. Just do what you want to do. Do you, boo? Do you? That's what you get to do. Okay? Any more questions? Any more questions? If there's no more questions, I'm getting up off of here. And I think I'm going to go outside for a little while. Okay. So remember, if nobody's told you that they love you today, let me be the first to say, I love you. And ain't nothing you can do about it. Go be amazing because you are.